Today's grammar lesson will help you talk about yourself. I'll give you a list of ways that you can describe yourself. So get out a pen and paper and write some of these down. And remember to always be honest and that sometimes short answers are okay. In almost every interview, the interviewer will ask you to tell them something about yourself. Tell only important things that are related to the job that you are interviewing for. Remember to use the present tense when giving these answers. Let's look at a few examples of things that you could say. You could use I am. Some examples might be I am a hard worker, or I am a fast learner. How about I can? Can usually deals with ability, things that you can do. I can use a computer, or I can drive a truck. Another thing you could say is something that you enjoy. Enjoy means something that you like to do. So you could say, I enjoy working outdoors, or I enjoy working with my hands. Or you could say, I like to. Like to and enjoy are very similar. I like to take photographs. Or maybe I like to play soccer. So in a job interview, when they ask you to tell them about yourself, you could use these phrases to help you give an answer. You will also use the present tense to answer questions about your current job. Let's look at some examples of how that is used. For your current job, which means the job that you're doing right now, you'll use the present tense. I am a dishwasher. I have 3 years experience. I do a good job. I work the night shift. In a job interview, they often ask about previous work experience. Previous means jobs that you had before now. If they ask you a question about previous work experience, you need to use the past tense. So instead of I am, you would say I was. Instead of I have, I had. Instead of I do, I did. And instead of I work, I worked. Let's look at some examples of that. I was a housekeeper. I had a lot of responsibility. I did cleaning and laundry. I worked 6 days a week. Here's another example about a truck driver. I was a truck driver. I had my own truck. I did hard work. I did a good job. I worked very hard. So remember, when talking about your current job, use the present tense. I am, I have, I do, I work. And when talking about previous jobs, use the past. I was, I had, I did, and I worked. Okay, let's review. My friend Donna and I are now going to role play an interview. Listen to how she describes herself. What are her strengths and weaknesses? Then help me decide whether I should hire her. Hi, Donna. I'm looking for a housekeeper for my hotel. Please tell me something about yourself.
Well, I've worked for major hotels in housekeeping and also for some private families.
Okay, good. So you have some experience.
Yes.
All right. And what do you see as your personal strengths?
Well, I always get to work on time and I hardly ever get sick.
Okay, very good. And do you have any personal weaknesses that you'd like to tell me about?
Sometimes if I have to learn something new, I have to ask 2 or 3 times or have someone show me how to do it before I understand.
Well, that's okay. I prefer you ask and do it right the first time than make a mistake. All right, well, what do you think? Should I hire her? Let's review these notes that I made to help me make my decision. She said that she had a lot of experience, that she worked for private homes and major hotels. That's a good thing. For personal strengths, she said that she always gets to work on time and is almost never sick. I like to hear that in a worker. And for her weaknesses, she answered honestly and said that sometimes she has to have things explained to her more than one time. I don't mind explaining things to people if they really are trying to learn and do the job right. So what do you think? Okay, I've decided. I think I'll give her the job. When can you start?
Tomorrow.
Great.